This video is about building a target rifle, a bench rest target rifle. Now, I may get some comments, negative comments about what I did, but keep in mind that I built this for me. It's not meant to be used in a competition anymore. I don't shoot competitions anymore. I'm old, as most of you know. I'm 77, and I built the rifle for me because I get the yips. I get, my trigger pull isn't always up to snuff anymore. The barrel tends to wander a little bit. I get, the shakes. So I'm building this rifle to eliminate as much of that as possible. And it's just for me just to go out and punch holes in paper with, really. That's all it's for. Now, would I take it to a competition? Oh, yes and no. Would I? This is kind of funny, really. Would I take it to a national meet or a state meet or something like that? Nah, no way. It's just not capable of competing against the big boys. It's not refined enough. But it has had a considerable amount of work done to it. Now, I would probably take it to a local meet, a competition. It would hold it. It's capable of holding its own. Would it win? Well, that depends on me, doesn't it? And I'm not good enough anymore. I'm being real about it. When you get old, things start to go. Anyway, this is not about me. This is about the rifle. Now, I'm going to show you the rifle as it's finished here in just a minute. I'll tell you everything that is in it. It's got a Hogue stock. It's the thumb hole stock, and it's in the, I guess they call it the Lava Flow. It's red and black. It's a composite stock, and it's been all that stuff to it. Now, the reason I use that is because the rear of the stock has a butt plate that comes off with 2 screws, and you can fill it with lead, which is what I did. I used number 10 birdshot. It's very, very fine. It's very small. It compacts very well. You jiggle it around and it settles in. And I bought a 25-pound bag of birdshot. I put more than half of it in there. I don't really remember what it weighs. Somewhere, the whole thing weighs somewhere around 22 pounds. Just a little over, actually. So it's a heavy rifle. It's not meant to be, shot offhand or carried around. It's strictly bench rest. It's got a 20-inch stainless steel bull barrel. The BX trigger. It has a BX trigger that's been gone over by a gunsmith friend of mine. It's been deburred, polished, springs adjusted. It's gone over. It's got I told him I wanted about a 1.6 pound pull. It actually has 1.2. He said there's nothing I can do about it. I said, well, as long as it's over 1 pound, I can live with it. Anything under 1 pound, I'm not old enough to control it. I've got a little card here with all this stuff on it. So it's got an anti-cant bubble level on it attached to the scope. You'll see that in a minute. The scope is a Vortex 6x24. Now, as far as things that have been done that not just add-ons, the receiver has been deburred, polished, gone over with a fine-tooth comb. The bolt has been deburred, polished. It's been radiused on the back so that when it hits the bolt stop, it's not, doesn't clink, clank. And it's been flattened, so it's real smooth in there. The thing is like a mirror. I should take it out, but I'm too lazy to tear the gun apart. It's got a Harris, top-of-the-line Harris bipod on it that gave me some problems with the stock, and I'll discuss that a little bit later. The reason for that was it had a flex problem. Where the little swivel mount is on the Hogue stock was way out at the end, and the barrel or the stock tended to flex whenever I was trying to level it, and I couldn't keep it level all the time, so I figured out a way to solve that problem. I'll show that to you. Now, some of the targets I'm going to show you that I shot, I had a lot of trouble with the flex to start with. It took me the better part of, 4, 5, 6 hours. I don't really remember. I started at 7 o'clock in the morning. I finished at 4:30 in the afternoon shooting targets, and had a bit of a problem. And I also have a problem with the stock. I'll show you something else too, that a rear bag doesn't work, and I'll show you what I did for that. Okay, that's about it. I'll show you the targets that were shot, some of the targets that were shot, and then I'll show you those up close. Okay, so let's get on with it. First thing I'm going to do is show you the rifle. Okay, this is the rifle, bench rest 1022 with a Hogue thumbhole stock on it. I guess this stock is called the Lava Flow or something like that. Anyway, it's got the Ruger stainless steel bull barrel on it. The scope is a Vortex 6x24. The trigger, I have the little rifle cant level on it, and it's got the BX trigger that has actually been worked over. It's at 1.2 pounds, and anything lighter than that I'm afraid that I would have a problem with. It's also got an extended magazine release on it right there. It's ambidextrous either side. I like that one much better than the others. Now the back end here is all hollowed out. It's got about 12 pounds of number 10 birdshot in it. Makes it a very sturdy platform. Right now it's kind of hard to do anything with. Now I did have one problem on it to start with. You notice up here there's a one of your little mounts. I had the mount, or the bipod mounted up here to start with, and the problem was that the barrel, that the stock up in here this was too far forward, and the stock would flex because there's not enough meat up here. You can actually see it moving. I mean, there you can see it actually move up here. So what I did was I moved this one I left here. I have a bunch of these. I moved it back to here and put it in there, and now it's pretty stable. Now I'm sitting here on a rickety table, so it does shake a little bit, but that's just because of the table, not because of the rifle. And I guess that about does it. I got some targets I shot with it when it was jittery. I'll show those to you. It took me better part of the day to get it actually to where I could fire it decently. I got a bunch of 50-yard things, and I'll show those to you here in just a second. Okay, the lighting isn't the best here, but it'll give you the idea. You can see down here, at this part here, and up into here, why a sandbag wouldn't do any good. You know, the little rear bag, because you have to put it on here. I tried it in here, and I have no adjustment at all because it comes down here, and the sandbag fills up to here, and that's it. So I had to figure out some way of being able to move the stock up and down like this. Man, that's heavy. Up and down like this, okay? So I built this. All it really is some wood. I got some tape on it to keep it from getting messed up. It has some rubber on the bottom to keep it from, so it doesn't slip. Same thing on the inside here. It's got rubber in here that will go with the rubber on here. So the way this works, obviously you can pretty much see, I can start out all the way down here like that. And then as I want to, I can move it up. And even further, I can go all the way up to here if I want to. Now, the thing about it is that the nice thing about it is that if it's way down here, it's kind of hard to get any part of your shoulder along here. So you can actually flip it around. Okay? Like that. Now I'm going to build another one that is a little bit lower, that'll come only down to about here, and we'll work with that one. Now I have put edges on it, as you can see here, right in here, to keep the stock from moving around inside. Okay, it's just a little bit wider than the stock, but I wanted it that way so that I could, kind of give a little bit of movement either way like that. Not much, but a little. Okay, also, if you turn it, you can't really see it from here, but the barrel actually moves left to right a little. Okay? Okay, These are targets that were shot later in the afternoon, because, like I said, the stock was flexing, and I couldn't keep it. I couldn't keep the rifle cant right, and it was messed up. And there's a couple of instances on here. Anyway, when I figured that I had, it took a lot of time to shoot these because of the thing, and you're actually going to see these on the video, but I wanted to bring them in here and show them to you a little bit closer. Okay, I had learned here pretty much how to do it, but here the flex was off. These were a little bit low, and that wasn't bad. These are 3 good shots. This one was okay. There was a little bit of flex here. Here I was just down a little bit. Same thing here. They're all the same. These were 3 speed shots. I just wanted to see what would happen, and you can see that they're all over the place. This one's a little bit better, and there's one out here that the flex got a hold of me. Same thing here, same thing here, and that's about that. This was with the Aguila standard velocity. It's about all I can buy right now. I've got a little bit of other things, but I hesitate to shoot them.